Virginia Symphony presented its Viva Italia program October 26th during Halloween week, which may have accounted for a number of empty seats. But those folks didn't know what they were missing. It was a rousing program with a terrific guest conductor, Maximiliano Valdez, and the full symphony chorus. The major choral highlight was Rossini's Stabat Mater. One usually associates the name of Rossini not with sacred music, but with bubbly comic operas such as The Barber of Seville or Cinderella. However, after he retired from writing operas, he was commissioned to write a Stabat Mater, a long Latin hymn in 3-line stanzas that describe the sorrowful Mother Mary standing at the foot of the cross. Part of the Catholic liturgy for Our Lady of Sorrows, it is often sung during Holy Week. The stanza titles were in the program, but having the full text, or at least a translation, would have been a big help. I have often complained of soloist voices not blending, but that was not the case here. A stellar quartet of singers sang with passion and sensitivity, each voice distinct but blending seamlessly in duets. In the march-like second movement, Cujus Animam, tenor Robert Brough had a well-rounded tone, though sometimes his lower notes were lost among the instruments. His ornamenta cadenza at the end went up to a startlingly high note, then to a lower resolution. The third movement showcased the high, silvery voice of soprano Mary Wilson and the dark richness of Karen Muschagen. Muschagen was the very convincing Hansel in Virginia Opera's Hansel and Gretel 2 years ago. Their duet was beautifully tuned, with lovely ornaments. Bass baritone Timothy Jones was a revelation in pro piccatus, with superb diction and a voice of such clarity that it shone right through the movements, timpani, cellos, and trumpets. The full chorus joined him in the a cappella Ea Mater movement, with bass recitative in unusual rising arpeggios. Simply wonderful. In the lilting melody and rhythmic tensions of the Sancta Mater movement, the quartet was a beautiful blend of individual voices. Muschagen's long spinning tone and superb breath control shone in Fac ut Partem, leaping precisely down to low notes and back up, passionate and powerful. Wilson's soprano soared in the most typically Rossini movement, Inflammatus, with the full chorus. All 4 soloists joined the Virginia Symphony Chorus for Quando Corpus Morietur, which envisions paradise with hints of unusual harmonies and a breathtaking pianissimo ending. The final movement, in Sempiterna Saecula, was stunning, with quartet and full chorus and orchestra fuguing from voice to voice. Maestro Valdez kept its perpetual motion smoothly on track, slowing to the satisfying amen. The audience erupted in cheers, especially when chorus master Robert Schaup came out for his bow. The earlier half of the program had featured a rousing performance of the overture from Verdi's La Forza del Destino, with lovely woodwinds, declarative brass, and portentous lower strings, all to a nice crisp ending. Valdez guided the orchestra with a good tight sound throughout. The prelude from Verdi's Aida was marked by tender, ardent, soft strings. The Triumphal March is certainly one of the most famous works in the world, with the famous melody of its clarion trumpet call. The symphony chorus had some ragged entrances, and the tenors were a tad strident, but the overall effect was excellent. During the whirling music of the ballet, I was riveted by Rob Cross's soft cymbals, which is not an oxymoron, and it's not easy to do. The reprise of the stirring Triumphal March was all very grand, as in grand opera. Chilean-born Maximiliano Valdez may be one of the most effective guest conductors I've seen. He is music director of the Puerto Rico Symphony and artistic director of the Festival Casals in San Juan, and has conducted orchestras all over the world. From the other side of the footlights, I'm M.D. Ridge.